Hey, welcome back to another vlog. I have a lot going on right now. I have to go into work. I already parked, but I wanted to give you a little update on what's going on. And this is a short version because I need to go in. But basically, about 2 weeks ago, I found out that I was losing my job because, short version, the company that I work for works inside the hospital that I'm at. I work at an orthopedic hospital, and they work inside of that hospital. So I guess they got into some sort of feud. There are lawyers involved. There's a whole lawsuit going on that my company now needs to get out of the hospital, meaning that I was losing my job. And obviously this whole time has been really scary. I mean, losing your job never feels good. I was really lucky to find a job right away. Started looking the day that I found out. To this date, our CEO hasn't said anything to us. We still have a job, but regardless, I found another job right away and I start next week. So yeah, there's a lot of drama going on. Not feeling great about this. Obviously, I'm not happy. I've been here for only about almost 3 months and it was really, really great. I really like this job. So that part like really does make me really sad, but this is out of my hands and there's like really nothing I can do about it. So all I could do was just stay positive and try to find a place to go, which I did. I'm so grateful that it actually is close to my place. I get better pay. It's something that I like more, and like the environment is better for me. But yeah, that's the short version of the update that I have. This week I have only 3 days to work. It's gonna be a short day. I mean, a short week. We have until Wednesday to be working here, and then we have to get out. So today it is Monday and we're gonna see how it goes. But I just wanted to vlog and kind of see how the week goes and kind of show you my last week here. Crazy. I have a library that is like 5 minutes away from my job, so I usually go there and pick up some books and then come back. Since this is going to be my last week here, I want to make sure that I get books. And I still have a library close to my place, so it's not a big deal. It's more so that I just need to return the ones that I have. So let's do that. I just made it back from the library. I'm going to show you the books that I got this time. I've been trying to get more books at a time, so that way if I finish one, I can start my next one right away, and I really like it. So first book I got is this. It's called True Love Experiment by Christina Lauren. I read 2 or 3 of her books, their book already, and I've liked every single one of them. It's a very easy read when it comes to this authors, because it's a duo. Yeah, I'm excited to read this one. I don't think I'm gonna read this one yet because I usually like to read inside of my office when it's like very slow and we don't have patience, but this is very big, so I'm gonna save this for when I'm home. One Italian Summer by Rebecca Serle. I read one of her books already. I read in 5 years. It was okay. It was not, I think I give it like a 2 out of 5. So I saw a lot about this book on TikTok and YouTube and anywhere, so I'm gonna try this one on. And it's very small. The Love Wager by Lynn Painter. There was another book by her that I really wanted to get. I think it was Mr. Wrong Number. They didn't have this. Apparently it's a duo, so this is the second book actually, but they didn't have the first one. And I've seen a lot of videos about this, and apparently you don't need to read the first one to be able to read the second. It's just related in a way. This is a romance book, very small. Haven't read this author yet, but I'm excited for a small little cutesy romance book. Beach Read by Emily Henry. I've been trying to read a book by her forever now, but it's so hard to get your hands on, especially if you do library like I do. Everything is like really not there. Like I could easily buy this on Amazon or anywhere, but I really like going to libraries and not buying books. I've talked about this before. I just find it so much better to rent and return than just keep them. So I don't ever read books again after I finish them when it comes to fiction books. So I don't see a purpose of me buying and building a collection and just having them in my house. But I'm not gonna read them again. The only books that I really buy are like nonfiction or self-help books. But other than that, I go to the library. Anyways, but I finally got my hands on this one, so I'm really excited about this. Yeah, I'm excited. We're gonna do this one first and then move on to beach read. But I have to go back to work, so. We have about 2 hours left before I can go home. I'm trying this new protein bars from, I got them at Aldi's. I don't even know what they're called. They're kind of good, but also kind of gross. And I'm trying to eat more protein. It's not working. It is 9 p.m. and I'm exhausted. I actually fell asleep on the couch while trying to read. So I decided to just head on to bed and sleep. I'll see you tomorrow. Good morning. It's the next day. Just finished up at the gym for my 5 a.m. workout, and then I'm gonna go home and get ready for another day of work. My second and last day, and is my short day as well. Today I go in earlier, but I get off earlier as well. Most of what I do in the mornings is just open boxes because we get a lot of supplies in the morning and at night. So I'm gonna work on some of the boxes that I have to open. Pretty much this entire room. Let's do that. Today, my coworker let me go out earlier, so I'm gonna go home and enjoy my night. But today was not bad. It was just like a little awkward because they were showing the new people around the office, so they keep bringing in people that are gonna replace us while we're sitting there, and it's just not fun. But just one more day. I decided to take Matthew on a little walk because I got off early and I like to take him out whenever I can. I think he really enjoys exploring and just being out and about. But I usually don't get to take him unless I get up early like I did today. So we're enjoying this little walk. It's beautiful. And the weather has been really bad today. It's really nice and sunny and like everyone's out. I just sat down with the gym. I'm gonna go home. I had a little bit of a rough night last night and I ended up crying for a long time. Just really worried about my future and stuff. But today's my last day at this job and it's my long day. So we're gonna see how it is. And yeah. Just made it back home. I'm gonna take Macho on his little morning walk so that he can do all the stuff that he needs to do. Yesterday was a little rough in terms of like how everything was like settling in for me. Like I started to feel like, oh, I'm actually leaving. And it wasn't fun. We also got to experience another awkward moment where the people that are gonna replace us into our office just to kind of check out the place and tour and like interview and stuff, like right in front of our faces. And like I understand that they have to move on and this is more like a company thing, and we're really just pieces of the puzzle in there. And then yeah, I'm trying to be really understandable, but it still feels really ugly when you're sitting there and people are like, oh yeah, this is who's gonna replace you, by the way. And I'm like, cool. I'm gonna go in and hopefully today, my last day, is not as bad as the other days have been. Yeah, so that's the one they ordered for her down here, but we don't have that brace. I didn't know if you guys have it upstairs. Okay, awesome, thank you. I just got back from my walk. I've been doing walks like around my job since my previous job, so about a year. So I eat and then I go on a little like 30-minute walk. And it's really nice because, especially for the setting that I work in, sometimes it can be really overwhelming. So I like to take a few minutes for myself and walk. It helps me relax. Obviously I'm moving, and also just being outside in nature and, you know, having some sun hit my face because I don't have any windows inside my office. It's just nice, and it helps me, and I come back more energized. So I guess for today I just did my last walk until I'm done. The whole thing has been really weird. We got an email today saying that we were still hired, but then the people that are here to replace us were already in the office. So it's like everything's really confusing. It has been a little overwhelming. The vibes are off. Like, we don't want to be there. We are just very upset, and yeah, we're really pushing through, but I'm already halfway through my day and I get off at 5:30. It's currently 2 p.m. so we'll be getting off soon, and we're gonna see how the day ends.
Anh cho your name.
Hi, it's now Thursday. I just finished up at the gym, and I wanted to sit here in my car before I leave and kind of update and close up this video. My boyfriend's currently taking a test at home right now, so I don't want to be there and talking and being loud. Basically yesterday was supposed to be my last day on a Wednesday. We knew about that for a month, and we knew that on Thursday the other team, the new people, were gonna start. So that's what we knew, and I went ahead and I made plans, and like, you know, like that was it. That was my last day. Like 20 minutes to 10 minutes before I had to go out, somebody came to me from HR and was like, hey, just so you know, I don't know if you heard, but like, you guys are staying business as usual, so you have to come tomorrow. And this took me by surprise because, again, I really, for a month, I knew that yesterday was my last day. I already have a job that I'm starting on Monday, so I couldn't just continue on and keep going with this, whether we're gonna be fired or not or whatever. I called my manager and I pretty much told her what happened, and apparently like that was what was told to us, but then our co-workers in different towns here in Florida, they were told to give their keys away, so they were done. So the whole thing was just very confusing, and I talked to my manager and I was like, I'm gonna leave regardless, so like I don't want to deal with any of this anymore. You know, it's like, again, more legal and stuff, and I had already put my 2 weeks in anyways. So she was like, yeah, I would do the same if I were you. So basically I just ended up leaving. My coworker wasn't really happy about it because she still had to go. She still doesn't have a job to start, so it was a little rough for me to like leave her alone, but at the same time sometimes I have to make those decisions for myself and know that like I can't deal with that anymore. Like the amount of anxiety I was getting going there, like I would get like panic attacks like daily, because people were looking at us and people were like saying comments to us all the time, and it was just like a lot, that I decided to just cut it 2 days short and just call it quits. But like the whole thing itself, like I'm really happy with the experience. Of course, like I wanted to work there for a long time, and even when I made the blog about getting hired, like I was really excited, and it was a good job and it was great. But we've been dealing with this lawsuit, and that doesn't have anything to do with any of the employees. It's more like, you know, the CEOs and COOs or whatever, a month and a half. So I didn't want to have to deal with it anymore, look somewhere else, and I ended up getting a better offer, better hours, better money. Like just worked out for me. I'm also like really excited. I had also applied for this place a long time ago and never got it until now. So like I know that everything works out for a reason, and I know that I'm very thankful for it. But at the same time, it kind of crushes my feelings about the fact that I wanted to work where I was working for a long time, and it just lasted 3 months. But yeah, that's it. Today's Thursday, like I said. I think my coworker's at work right now, but my last day was yesterday, so that cycle is done for me. Thank you for watching this video, for going along my day by day. I know it's really random, and a lot of my feelings, and just like mostly like how I was feeling more than like what I was doing. So thank you for watching if you did, and if not, this is more for me as an experience to look back at it later on and be like, wow, you did that. You went through all that. And that's mainly the reason why I blog in general, just to, obviously for anyone that happens to see these videos, but also for me to be able to see my growth and kind of my life as I go. Because sometimes moments like this, we just take them for granted and we forget about them. So I like having this documented. I'm gonna finish this vlog here, and I will start the next vlog for my weekend vlog right about now. We have exciting plans for this weekend, and I might even go to Miami. We'll see, but that's gonna be a different vlog, and I'm gonna start recording that now. So bye.